Hello. Hello,
Hi.
Neil. I'm April, and thanks for meeting with me. And I just want to let everything you say in here is going to be very confidential. Um, so I just was kind of wondering what brought you in today.
Mhm. Well, I'm going through some new things going on in my life, and I have a lot of anxiety. Um, in specific, I changing careers,
Okay.
and I'm also I'm involved in a new online master's program.
Okay.
So this is kind of some new territory for me, and it sets me at a level of uncomfortability, and puts me in some awkward situations. So um, kind of sort out, some of those emotions and build confidence um, in this kind of uh, change I have going on in my life.
Yeah. So so you said you decided to go down kind of a different career path. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, yes.
So what led you to do that and make you this uncomfortable feeling, kind of branch out of what you're used to?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's definitely, it's made me feel uncomfortable. Um, I'm 46 years old, and pretty much for my most of my adult life, I kind of struggled with where I kind of should be my destined path. And I've had a lot of. I won't go into too much detail, but I've had a lot of life experience. Um, through health problems or just interactions with people, um, with my children, and the career where I was at in my life,
Hmm.
and I wanted to get into a field where I could make a difference in people's lives. I was making a difference in my previous occupation. Well, it's still kind of my current occupation. But I really, I wanted to go back to school. I wanted to get my master's, and social work seemed
Hmm.
like a pretty good fit for me, even though it's, scary, changing.
Yeah,
I mean, change is always can be scary.
for sure. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So what made you decide to go online? That was something you said that was new to you too. So what made you decide to go online?
Yeah, that's good question. Well, with my life, um, with how busy it is, and with I'm very active with my children. They're an age where they need me to bring them around to other activities, and um, the idea of being online really appealed to me. I like the one class format,
Yeah.
so that way if I went full time, now my whole day is taken up, and I'm going to drive an hour back and forth. So
Yeah.
I like the idea where one class at a time, it's online. So that seemed to be a good fit, with
Right.
my current life. So
Awesome.
yeah, yeah.
So you say it's a challenge. So what do you think is the biggest challenge for you being, online or even just doing a whole new career?
Yeah.
You know, what's your biggest challenge, do you think?
Um, well, it's just so out of my comfort level. I
Okay.
mean, my current occupation, I've worked as a disc jockey most of the last 20 years. So I'm pretty much doing weddings, you know, um, pretty much mostly every weekend, or college events, whatever, different kind of
It's a
corporate
busy
events.
life.
Yeah. So it's quite a different lifestyle than social work.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Um, but like I said, there's many different aspects that I'm sure we'll talk about in a future session that will lead more into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was quite a challenge going from that environment. I mean, you're still kind of on the spot,
Hmm.
but one on one. you know, talking with somebody, trying to, talk about your emotions and try to, you know, work things out and communicate. And,
Yeah.
plus, I'm learning with a social worker, um, they wear many different hats, an advocate, um, resource provider. I mean, there's so many
Oh yeah.
aspects to it. So the more I'm learning about it, the more I'm terrified, but yet still excited. And I, as much as I'm scared of the challenge, it still excites me to try to get better at this thing.
Yeah. So in the beginning of our session, you said you were a little anxious. Is it just because you're uncomfortable and it's kind of new to you, or how is that feeling kind of?
Yeah. Anxious. I feel like the more I, just kind of like with anything, I feel like the more I learn, the more knowledge I get, the more practice I get at things like this to fine tune it, the better I will be.
Yeah.
But when I get a little anxious, don't always. So that's another skill I would like to work on.
Yeah.
Is possibly controlling my anxiety a little better, so I'm able to perform under pressure a little better.
Okay.
So it's another skill that we can talk about and work on.
Awesome.
Yes.
So it sounds like you have a lot going on, and
Mhm.
you're a little anxious about, starting a whole new career path and online learning, and just kind of seeing how to navigate, your way as a student and a parent, and just choosing this whole new awesome career that you have going for you. Does that sound about right?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. That pretty much sums it up where I'm at right now. So,
All right, awesome. Well, I look forward to talking a little bit more in depth as to how we can overcome these challenges that you have. And thanks for calling out today.
absolutely. Thank you for speaking with me.
Yeah.